still gonna build. So I looked at my comments, and someone said the middle class doesn't exist. So I did my research, and he's right. It's either you're poor or you're rich. We got some people spending $11,000 a month, while some got piss coming out their fountain and stuff. We got some paying $3,000 for a studio, while there's some who had their car for a month and it got repoed. I know that they say that this is a city that never sleeps, but I'm sure that this is not what they mean. But y'all know I like to get straight into the video. But before we do, like, comment, subscribe, man. Show me some love. All right, come on, let's get straight into the video.
Here's how much I spent last month as a software engineer living in New York City. My rent was $5,500, which includes gym and other amenities.
$2,588 was spent on Uber Eats, and eating out.
I'm definitely gonna try to have more home-cooked meals next month, but going out to eat or ordering off Uber Eats is just so much easier. $1,592 was how much I spent on the new iPhone 15 Pro Max. $2,276 was how much I spent on new clothes this month. With Amex offers and Apple Cash back, I was able to get back $132. This brought my total for the month to $11,824. Total for the month to $11,824.
Here's what a crazy rich Asian spends in a week in New York City.
I think I got medication, coffee, more Shake Shack. Took my girlfriend to 11 Madison. Then we got drinks after, black car home, more car rides. Got sushi, then we got a massage together. Home goods, you know. My personal trainer, got a black car home. Wanted a new bag at Balenciaga. And another bag, haircuts, more drinks, new suitcase, staycation together, food, black car home.
$26,000.
So New York City is probably one of the most expensive places to live in the entire world, no matter how much money you make. 100K doesn't go that far. And especially when you look at a state income tax perspective, New York City, you're going to pay some of the most state income taxes in the entire country. And so if you make 100K, you're really not making 100K. So maybe looking at states that have a lower state income tax, or maybe no state income tax, like a Tennessee or a Florida, that might be something to evaluate. However, there's so much economic potential. When you're in New York, your earning potential is a lot higher, especially if you're in the finance industry, in the tech industry. You have a lot of opportunity to grow your annual income. Just know that if you're in New York, you're going to be paying like up to half of what you make in New York. And who knows with the tax code what's going to happen in the future. If you set up in New York, you set up shop, get ready to pay some taxes, baby.
Serious question. How are you surviving in this economy? Because I live in Atlanta. This city is packed the out, and a studio apartment is $2,000. Let's say you're making $21 an hour, because people rarely make $25 an hour. You make you make $21 times 40. You make $840 a week times 4. That's $3,000 a month. And this is rare. People is not making this. Really genuinely want to know. Like, I live in a city where it's lots of people and everyone is a normal human being, but they're living on the 28th floor. Even if you make $10K a month, that's starting to be a nothing. That is nothing. If your rent is $2,000, you already got $8K right there, and then you already got to do taxes, so that's already at $8K anyway. So that's 8 minus another $2K, that's $6K left over. Then you got a car, $500. What's really going on? Do you want to go shopping? You want to take a vacation? It's just not enough money. So comment, tell me, what are people doing to live in this world?
I have a theory that Americans just don't register car expenses as real. Ever since I've been showing my apartment search and talking about how expensive the rental prices are in New York, I've gotten comments like these. Similar style apartments in other major cities in the US would maybe be $1,000 or so cheaper, but you also have to pay for a car, which is a car note if you're not lucky enough to have a paid off car, insurance, maintenance, and gas, which for a lot of people easily adds up to $1,000 a month. So yeah, the fact that decent one bedrooms in New York in the central parts of the city start around $3,000 is quite ridiculous, but it's not as ridiculous as it seems because I take the train everywhere. The train costs $2.90 and after 12 rides a week, it's free for that week. The only time I ever Uber is to the airport or past midnight. That usually ends up being like 2 to 3 Ubers a month. So in total, I could be saving, let's say $900 or so a month compared to living in another city that's going to rent in New York. But I feel like because people just don't register transportation costs in America because we're so obsessed with cars, New York seems so much more expensive than it is. This isn't me saying that New York is cheap because it's definitely not cheap, but I just don't think it's as expensive as people make it out to be if you're willing to take public transportation, which to me is way better than sitting in a car all day.
Tell me you're poor living in Nike without telling me you're poor living in Nike.
This is what $3,000 gets you in New York City.
Welcome to this beautiful studio apartment in downtown Brooklyn. Let's see what that price tag gets you. To start, like any studio, the entire space is just one singular room. Now within that room, you have your own queen-size bed. You have a futon couch, a dining table, and a TV, which comes with included subscriptions to Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Hulu. You also have a fully functioning kitchen with an oven, microwave, dishwasher, and refrigerator. Now here's something that you probably didn't expect. Everything you see in here comes with the space. It's fully furnished from the bed to the sofa to even pans, saran wrap, and aluminum foil. But let me show you what the bathroom looks like. As you can see here, it's a very simple yet absolutely spotless bathroom. And for New York City, this is a pretty large bathroom. You also get this nice little view outside of your apartment right onto the street. But the one downside is the nearest subway station is about a 15-minute walk or a New Yorker's 10-minute walk. And I'll say for New York, this is a pretty spacious apartment. Considering my last one was about the size of 2 of these beds, and it was $2,000 a month.
And for that price, it includes utilities and is a little below average rent cost.
Y'all need to stop buying cars that you can't afford. I mean, look at some of these repos that I found at auction today.
Repo with temp tags. This thing is a 2024. Look, 2024 BMW Financial. So I'm not making this up. Dude didn't even get to finish his drink and take his Walmart bag. How many miles are on it, I wonder? Let's see. It's got 218 miles. Another repo with a temp tag. So people cannot afford these cars for over a month. This is a 2023 iX. Look at this thing. Look at that. It looks like it might have been a voluntary because they gave him the 2 keys. Some people do, you know, realize they can't afford the car, so they take it to the dealer and tell them, hey, here's the car. I can't do this anymore. Look at the panoramic sunroof. This thing is sick.
If you only work 40 hours a week, you're not even trying to make money. The average American works about 30, 40 hours a week. The average American has less than $1,000 in their bank account. There's 168 hours in every week. And if you sleep for 8 hours a night, that's 56. So that plus 40 hours of work, 96 hours, right? You subtract that from the 168 hours in every week, you got 72 hours left. You can at least work another 20 or 30 hours. And the reason that's important, financial success is just like success in fitness, right? If you want to lose weight, you have to burn more calories than you consume. If you want to be financially successful, you have to make more than you spend. And what you do with that extra money is you invest it. So if you could make an extra $2,000 a month, right? You can do that driving Uber, doing DoorDash. Let's say you're 20 years old and you invest that $2,000 in the stock market, just a simple index fund. You do that from age 20 to when you're my age 40, you'd have over $1 million. So if you're only working 40 hours and you feel like you're not making enough money, just work more hours.
Hey, do you guys agree with that? Does people have to work more? Let me know in the comments, man. But yo, this is the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, man, and we out.